Alright, Solidworks 2006 Application Program Interface 2, Human-Centered CAD Laboratory, April 21st, 2009. This is part of Seoul National University Computer Aided Design Lecture Notes. We're on Lecture 13, Solidworks Application Program Interface 2. Automation tools for parts. The macros design and explore the various application program interface calls associated with creating part of the automated user preference sketch commands, placement of dimension, counter selection, feature dimensions. So macro has one of the form containing multiple page tab controls. Each tab allows the user to choose which option to set: material, aluminum, brass, profile, rectangular, circular, machine operation, extrusion with contour selection and revolution. So we have part augmentation, material profile, and machine generate operation, extruded depths, first contour, set contour. Automation tools for part continued. Edit macros. Open the macro part automation SolidWorks part, or SWP. Edit macro, and then they show the different macro parts. Window. Automation tools parts. Add constants files. Import SolidWorks constant basic to the macro SolidWorks sample the app common SolidWorks constant base. If you need already with SolidWorks constant, if you already have SolidWorks constant, you do not need to import constant file. And then some of this is in Japanese. You'll find that under projection part automation modules, SolidWorks containers, modules import file, and you would go to the SolidWorks constant bias. Store values, dataset set option, double click with the command build part, enter the following lines of code, private material machine profile operation, module 2 code, model document 2 set add DB database to add sketch entities while avoiding grid entity snaps. See while it works, SolidWorks application program interface help. The model document set add to database method allows you to set whether sketch entities are added directly to SolidWorks database. SolidWorks application program interface help topics. You can go to help SolidWorks add in API help topics. So SolidWorks, and it shows a list of setting material for the first tab called the model document set user preference double value set with material density crosshatch pattern. Add code is set as material creating sketch rectangular for second tab of the call the model document sketch rectangle to create the first profile of the model document 2 sketch offset 2 offset of the profile and model document 2 create line 2 construction geometry to create the axis. So we created a rectangle. 2 we created the offset, and 3 we added an axis. In order to avoid the problem sketch overlapping the revolution axis, value of 50 centimeters has been added throughout the code. 5 we added the code to the sketch rectangular. You see the model document 2 sketch range. Sketch rectangle, the method creates a rectangle, create line 2. The function allows you to create a sketch line in a currently active 2D, 3D sketch. Sketch segment and construction geometry of the property gets sets whether the sketch segment is construction geometry or for a center line for a feature for evolve operation. Creating sketch circle, create model document 2, create circle by radius, create the second profile. We've created a circle, created an offset using an axis previous step. Add a code sketch circle, creating construction line, same both cases. So there's only needs of one call for a method. As long as the call is placed on the outside of the if then statement, it will run for either cause. Okay. Creating extruded feature, call feature manager, feature extrusion, create the extruded feature, add code to create the extruded feature. Enabling counter selection of the extrusion, call the selection manager, enable the counter selection to create a revolve feature. So we've done a first contour, second contour, first and second contours. Add code to enable the code counter selection. Function specification, see SolidWorks application program interface, selection manager, enable the contour selection description, syntax and property. Model document extension, select BLY ID2, description syntax, OLE augmentation. Creating revolve features, create feature revolve, create a revolve feature, add code to create revolve feature. Save and run macros, various options and combinations of the tool perform correctly. View the breakdown, debug potential problems in the code, return VAB when finished. Adding dimensions, call ModelDoc2, add dimensions 2, add vertical dimension, add horizontal dimension 2, the dimension sketch, add new dimensions, only add if an entity is selected. For the next section, with create a rectangle line by line, align the dimensions of the sketch without involving selections. Modify the sketch rectangular line by line. There's sketch command, select by ID, ray, grid options, insert sketch 2, absolve, auto solve toggle, switch monitor, flip, rotate, translate, insert 3D sketch 2, create line 1, arc 2, tangent arc, 3-point arc, switch, sketch use edge, sketch 3D intersection projected sketch, sketch mirror. We have additional commands, creating circle by radius 2, create ellipse 2, create elliptical arc by 2, sketch problem, sketch spline, create spline, insert 3D spline curve, sketch polygon, rectangle at any angle, creating a point, center line, intersect, sketch, fillet, chamfer, offset, make style curves, sketch trim 1, sketch trim 2, split option, open segment, split close segment, print linear sketch, step and repeat. Create, sketch, step, and repeat, insert, sketch, picture, feature extrusions, and thin emboss, revolve and revolve thin, cut and cut thin, revolve cut and thin cut, protrusion sweep, and cut sweep, protrusion blend, cut, insert, cut, blend, in the feature fillet, feature chamfer types, insert rib scale, insert dome, insert rip, insert edit unsuppressed 2, edit unsuppressed dependent 2, edit suppressed 2, feature line, linear pattern, feature circular pattern, mirror feature, insert rip, split body, additional commands, insert feature shell, added thickness, insert MF draft, simple hole, insert combine features, insert delete body, insert move copy body, sketch relations, dimension, horizontal dimension, vertical dimension, sketch add constraints, get constraints, auto dimensions, reference geometry, insert coordinate systems, and insert axes, and then we have planes. Alright, pre-selection. The macro demonstrates how to access modify the data specifically to certain features in the part or assembly file. So the pre-selection extruded 1, enter the factor, multiply the depth of the generated exact application. Require that the user select the extruded 1 feature before executing the macro. Pre-selection, open existing part in macro, open the pre-selection solid part in the macro pre-selection SWP option of the constant file, import SW constant macro if needed. Connect SolidWorks to connect the SolidWorks and model document 2. Dimension SolidWorks model doc. Add code here, SolidWorks app, the application SolidWorks model, SolidWorks app, active document sub and sub. Access the selection manager. In order to handle selected objects made into the SolidWorks user face, selection manager object exposed with the method of help to determine what objects are currently selected and provides access to them to make any selected object available to the user. The first call for the ModelDoc2 selection manager. ModelDoc2 selection manager equals ModelDoc selection manager output selection manager pointer or dispatch option selected manager from this document. Continue selected objects to determine the user that has made a valid selection. 2, to get the number of selected objects, call the selected manager get selected object count. Selected manager get selected object count. Retrieval selection manager get selected object count. Retrieval the number of the current selected objects. 4, connect selection manager count selected objects and getting selected object to the get interface currently selected object call selection manager get selected objects. We have return a retrieval point dispatch object input at index position current selected items wherever the index ranges from 1 selection merger select count mark -1 all selection regards the mark 0 also only the selection with marks any other values to mark and select the object getting selected objects and types. Determine the object type selected and call selection manager get selected object type 3, and then we have retrieval mark and retrieval at the index and mark get features type names. Verify the specific feature is called by the feature get type name, and then retrieval Determine the selected feature type. Accessing object definition. To access the parameter with control of the definition of the feature called feature get definition. Access solution. Selection for extrusions. Extruded feature data. 2. The access selection to module with a rollback statement allows the access to the selection to find the extruded feature. So we have return access gained, input top level document, into input component where the feature has to be modified. Releasing selections. When using access selections, you must also make a corresponding call to the extruded feature data to release selection access to restore rollback state of the cases where the feature is not modified. Get feature definition access extruded feature data release. Pre-selection, make specific changes. 1. Over the modification allowed with extruded setting with the depth of the first call for the extruded feature of data. 2. Get depth of retrieve the existing depth value. Call for the extruded feature data. 2. Accept depth of the new value. Modify object definition. Finally, call feature modifying definition. Implement changes. Retrieval true if feature is updated successfully. False is not. Input definition, dispatch pointer, feature definition, object, input top level of the document, input component of the feature. 7. Modify extrude depth, dimension depth as double in dimension factors, integral factor. 8. Save and run the macro, return VAB when finished. So here's what it looks like. So we've extruded a little bit farther. Okay, that was Solidworks 2006 Application Program Interface 2 Human-Centered CAD Laboratory 2009, April 21st.